This is my 1975 Yamaha 650B for sale. It's in really good condition overall. Hate to say it's in excellent condition or perfect condition because it's not quite, but it is in very good condition. I bought it in about 1982 and learned how to ride on it and purchased it from guys and sold it to my brother in about 89 or so, and bought it back from him after a few years and have owned it ever since. When I bought it back from him, I restored it and overhauled the engine, transmission, and all the components that I could. And I repainted the frame, blasted the frame with sandblast, and epoxy primed the frame and painted it with Imron polyurethane. I cleaned up the tank and the side covers and painted those and put the decals on them, and then I clear coated them. Got a new seat cover for that. The pipes are not original. As you can see, they're a little bit smaller than the original, but they work good. This header pipe has been replaced. The original one had got some water in it and froze inside and expanded out, so it's got a little corrosion back over here. The other one's in pretty good shape, or a little bit better shape. It's got these Karaoke highway pegs there. I've added this luggage rack on the back and this backrest. The backrest comes off easy. I usually drive without it on, but it comes off easy there, and it's got a little pocket here. The key goes in there to open it up to put gloves in, whatever. Got these little brackets here on the side. Those are for the saddlebags. There's rings on the saddlebags that go up and through there that holds it away from the shock absorber. Overall, it's pretty original. Original carburetors, original ignition, original design air filters. I've replaced the air filters, but they're the original design there. Overall, it's pretty original. I did upgrade the swing arm also. I put bronze bushings in the swing arm, and that's a greasable swing arm there. And I drilled the front rotor. You can see that there, that I had somebody drill that also. When I overhauled it, I bored it out to the first oversize, got new pistons and rings, of course, and valves and heavy-duty springs, because I also put in a high-performance cam. The other side cover's over there too. It's in great shape too. I took that off though to see the toolkit. It's got a little toolkit that comes with a motorcycle, and of course it lives back in this hole right up in there. Got the original ignition keys, two of those. Work on this lock right here, and also the seat and the helmet lock right there. It's got a sealed battery. It's a few years old though, and there's a documents holder up in here. The saddlebags are pretty nice too. They've just got a large enclosure, a large area inside here, a couple pockets on the sides. These little flaps go over it, and then there's these little latches just clip down here. And they come off of the holder, the cross piece here. Here's these little rings that go in the brackets on the sides of the motorcycle right here. And of course these come off. I've got the original big washer that goes underneath that nut. I just have those on there if I'm using the saddlebags. They come off really easily. I usually use the manual starter, the kick starter, to start it up when it's cold. If I kill it for some reason, like at a stop sign or something, then I can hit the electric starter. I'll kick it over here with the manual starter. It always starts off pretty quick. If it's sat for a few weeks, then have to kick it a few times, but if it's ran last few days or so, then usually first, second kick it'll start. There are a couple squawks on it, a couple things on it that aren't perfect that you need to be aware of. The tachometer sticks a little bit when it runs. It's been dented in the side, but then I had a guy take it apart and reseal it because the screws are coming loose, and the needle is a little sticky. You'll see that when I run it up. I do have some other replacement tacks, so it could be taken apart and worked on, but it never bothers me. And occasionally the starter solenoid doesn't work right. I'm pretty sure it's a solenoid anyway. I replaced the brushes in the starter and resealed the starter and all when I had it apart. But I think the solenoid maybe doesn't work quite right all the time, because sometimes when you push on the starter you can hear it not work. The solenoid engages, but the starter does not. And then there's a little bit of rippling in the fuel tank. It's kind of hard to see it in here maybe. A little bit of rippling right in there from when I rebuilt the tank. If you look at it just right, you can see it. When I got the motorcycle, I had a big old dent in the tank right there. So that's my work on cleaning that up, and it's not perfect. But those are the only things that I know of that are wrong with the motorcycle. The tires are in pretty good condition. They're what I put on there when I overhauled it. They'd go another couple years depending upon how much you ride it. Got a little bit of wear starting to show on the sidewalls there, but I wouldn't hesitate to take it on a trip. I drove it about 400 miles on a long trip last year, and if I don't sell it this year, I'll be taking another trip on it too this fall probably. I'll use the Kickstarter here. Turn the fuel on, choke. It's kind of cold-blooded, likes to have the choke on till it gets warmed up. But it runs good. And I turn the choke off here. There you can see the tack. And now I'll use the electric start. See how that works there. Oh, come on. I always turn the fuel off, of course, when I'm not running it, like most people do. I don't have a problem with the carbs leaking right now, but it's just a habit that I have. So anyway, that's the motorcycle. Give me a call if you have any more questions about it. Thanks.